Doc is wanting to set everything up. I'm waiting for him to get a hat because I decided to wait till I got on camera to tell him something.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Oh.
I've been wondering how I was going to break it to him. Come sit down, Docky. You can never tell how he's going to take these things. But anyway, I have something very serious to talk about. Are you ready? Down.
Do I have to sit down? Okay.
Yeah. I have a virus on my computer.
Oh my God. I thought maybe you had a venereal disease or something like that. I was going to have my testicles cut off. I didn't know that, folks. I'm really sorry to hear that. She has a virus on her computer.
Yeah, but it's completely disabled, the damn thing. I can't even go on the internet and work because, but this is how I...
Be still, my beating.
I
Give me my heart pills over there quick, you know. I need some of that.
He doesn't understand viruses. You'll see, because he will,
Well,
I predict
you know,
he'll become
actually, I probably will
extremely paranoid.
I will see.
He's not even going to let me, if I get on his computer,
That's
he's going to be
when I'll probably
afraid.
get a virus.
I've got this virus on me and I'm bringing it in and infecting his computer.
Oh,
And I don't know how I got the
I'm glad you told me
virus.
that. I really
I don't know how I got it, so how do I know if I'm going to spread it to you?
Well, were you having...
I think I got it on Facebook.
Were you
because
watching a porn
everybody's-
movie on here or something
No.
like that?
Everybody's,
see, a lot of from what I understand is if you connect up, you know, on the porn movie thing, they like
I
to
don't
stick
do
viruses
porn.
in there. Hey, your son told me that, and he... Well, I'm not going to go...
Well, anyway,
His son told me that.
this is what happened. Well, I kept hearing, you know, people on Facebook would say that they went to use their computer. Even this mystery writer, this true crime writer, she said she got on, she couldn't get into her account, so she changed browsers. That didn't help. Well, this is what I finally did. I had Google Chrome, so I changed to Explorer, and which he's got, and it looked fine. But I went to Chrome, it said on there, help for Chrome, and these gurus, they call themselves, said, oh yes, you have malware, which is another word for virus. And they said, we will fix it for listen to this,
$175,000. But you can make payments each month of $1,000 a month for the next 160
for 1
years.
year. And, you know, for all I know, they are the ones that messed it up. So
that sure sounds familiar to me, you know. It's like the guy that gets his car in for...
I don't have $160. I'm on low income, so they could know. And then I put in a call for my son, who is my computer man, up in Utah, which he hasn't responded to. He doesn't realize what emergency
by the way,
this is.
He's the one that told me about
And
the porn
he's
channel.
miles, and he's miles and miles from civilization. They don't even hardly have any internet up there.
Internet? They don't have electricity indoor plumbing. You told me that.
He doesn't have, my son's
He lives
gone
in a
beyond
tent.
internet.
He lives in a tent. He's got outdoor plumbing.
Outdoor, you know, so you know he's a long ways from civilization if he's not on the
They still
internet.
think ice is a luxury.
Okay, so I put in a call for him. I'm going to tell him, this is how my computer's acting. What should I do? And first I thought, well, I'll just go down, do all my stuff on...
That would explain everything
dock.
to me now. Right.
Well, I've been sitting here...
I'm getting smart.
Not
I'm
talking.
getting smart.
But I don't know how I got it. So if I
wouldn't
come down here and do what I was doing up there, my computer's protected by a paid program. I paid $55 a year for this. Yours is free, so how could it be as good as mine?
Do you know how much I pay every month for this thing? And you and I both know.
I know.
It ain't free. It's included in the cost. Okay?
But I know what kind of protection you have. McAfee, and I don't know what it's called, but it's something that
McAfee.
I paid. My theory is if you pay for something, it's better. It's free. Not gonna be. It's gonna
this is coming from a woman, folks. This is coming from a woman that goes to the farmer's market. Goes to the farmer's market.
Buys a tomato for $2.
That's right.
And an egg for. They're all better.
Dozen eggs for $4.95 a dozen. And then I go over to the regular store. I get a dozen eggs for $1.20.
And I don't eat
99 cents a pound for tomatoes.
Like eggs. These are the first eggs that I've tasted since I left the farm that really taste like eggs. And they're cage free.
I suppose that the.
But let's get back to the virus now.
No, wait a minute. I don't.
I'm his
I don't want to hear
secretary.
about this virus.
I know. Now he's all paranoid. Look at him. He's all paranoid.
I'm gonna have to cut her off.
When he lets me go over there I'm his secretary. I said I don't think you should go up on Facebook. I think that's where I got it. And and I've got to talk to Dan before I do anything. He's going to have to tell me where he thinks I got this virus.
How the hell would he know? He's still living out in the woods.
Yeah, but he's got more understanding of viruses. Here's a guy. I got a virus. I went on my computer and all of a sudden there was this big thunk, boom, ominous. And Google Chrome came on there and said, "You have a virus on one of your and they named it. Well, Dan was in charge of their Boulder Heritage Festival website, and so I called up Dan. I said, Dan, it says that a virus is on your Boulder website that you've been working on. Well, he didn't know it, and he said, I don't think so. And then he went on and heard the big boom and found out that he did have a virus on there. And Google wouldn't let him, and so he had to work all night long. Here's a guy that worked all night long, and he got that virus off of there. Do you know how to do that? Do I know how to do that? I don't know how he did it, but he had to go into the codes, and he had to do this, that, and the other. But he worked all night long, and after he was gone, worked all night, Google cleared the virus warning and let me go back into my blog. Otherwise, they wouldn't even let me go on my blog. But Google Chrome has not responded to this virus that these other people claim is in my browser. So, when this and I've waited for it to clear up. It doesn't clear up. So I've sent a call in for my son. That's the first thing I want to do. And I want to ask him if I should come down here and do any of my regular stuff on your computer.
Well, what's your regular stuff?
Well, I came down here and wrote an email to my sister, but would I have gotten it that way? She doesn't have a virus, so I'm sure I didn't get it from her. Her computer's still working. But I better not use...
Is this one of those HIV viruses or anything I should be aware of?
No, it's not HIV, but it's...
I don't know.
It's threatening our very existence because we depend on the internet.
It's not threatening my existence. Trust me, it's not.
You're going to get paranoid, and every time I go near that computer, you're going to say, Don't touch anything! Don't! You're contaminated! You're contaminated! You watch and see. He is the most paranoid. And that's why I didn't want to tell him. Now, the waiting begins. I put this call in. I'm asking my son, please call me. Well, he not only doesn't have internet, but he doesn't even have his cell phone up there because...
I told you that he's got outdoor plumbing.
He's broke. And he didn't have enough money to take his cell phone up there, so my other son is having to pay for all the calls, and he's not too flush, so.
Flush?
You know, he doesn't have very much money either. So.
Very much money.
And I don't have very much money. And you, you have money, but I don't want to get your computer infected with this virus.
Well, see, the problem as I perceive it to be immediately is that I have a couple of old ex-kids who are, you know, trying to correspond with me, and she doesn't want to get involved, you know.
No! Are you kidding? The virus is up on Facebook. Connie was warning about it. She comes on there every few days and, don't do this, don't do that. Well, I think I did it.
Why didn't you write down what not to do?
I did something. Well, I didn't do anything she said not to do, but I think I just did my regular thing and I got a virus. It happens. I didn't do anything. I didn't go say, virus, where are you? I'm going to stumble around here till I get you.
I'm pretty sure that's
just jumped into my computer.
That's right. You cut it off the toilet seat, right? I got that jumped right off the toilet seat at me.
Well, I didn't want to tell him because now it's going to ruin his whole day, week. I mean, he's not going to let me go near that computer. I know that. He's going to be so fearful because he's got so much invested. And my computer
I don't have anything invested in that computer.
Well, it's cost more than mine. My computer is 5 years old.
Well,
they asked me how old my
computer
was. And yours has hardly been used compared to mine. All you've had is little dabby stuff on there.
Yeah, but that's because you put the little dabby stuff on it.
I did it.
See, I trust that.
Yeah, right.
When you sit there for 2 hours and you get hunchback.
Tons and tons of pictures on there. I've got all kinds of, my memoirs are on there. Unfortunately, all the memoirs that I've written are also online, so I can access them here, but do I dare?
I don't know.
I have to talk to my son and ask him how I can keep from infecting this computer down here.
Well, let's put it like this. If you infect this computer down here, you obviously have me confused with someone who owns the computer who gives a big flying laugh.
Oh yeah,
I can get it fixed, folks. I can hire somebody.
He doesn't.
I can hire somebody. Come over here for $35. They call it the Geek Squad, and they will fix it.
Oh, where did you find that out?
There's a store called Best Buy.
Oh. And they will come over here and fix it. Well, but I've got to talk
that's
to
why
my son.
I'm not that paranoid about it. The only reason.
Oh, I know you're paranoid. You think I'm going to lose the arrow. Where's that arrow? Where is it? He doesn't like the arrow to sit on the side. He's afraid going to get lost. Bring it over in the middle where it belongs. And he's not paranoid. Oh, no, he's not a bit paranoid about his computer. So,
Well, you know what they say about just because I'm not paranoid doesn't mean there aren't people out there looking to get me, you know.
no. Anyway, I've been sitting here kind of brooding, trying to think how I could break this to you.
I just thought you had gas. I didn't know. I thought
And he
you had
told
gas
me
this morning.
I have something to tell you. I had knocks on the door all evening.
No, I didn't. It was once an hour for 3 minutes.
Well, so you
7:30,
see,
8:30, 9:30. By that time, whoever it was gave up.
we try to spare each other these upsetting things that
I wasn't upset.
I know it wasn't that upsetting.
Well, I would be upset.
I'm upset.
I would
at
be
this
upset if I opened
virus.
the door and then Death was standing there with a sickle. I would say, I'm not ready to go yet. You know.
I'm not ready to pay $160. That's why I got to talk to my son.
I just told you. I just told you a better way out.
Anyway, I can't trust you. You know nothing about computers. I've got to talk to my son. son, if you see me on here,
If he doesn't have access,
please
honey,
call.
of course he going to see you on this
please
thing.
call. Your mother needs you.
Let's review again, folks, now from the very beginning. He
I
has
have
no access to
inflamed neck.
anything.
I can't walk
Now,
very
how is
well.
how is he going to see this? Yes, you'll probably
He's
see
not
it.
going to see it,
Yes.
but I'm
You'll
just.
see it after I get your computer fixed, okay? oh, jeez, I have to call Mom.
Right now, it doesn't
Yes,
look like my computer is in really, really bad shape. I can't even use it. So, what am I going to do?
Well, come down here and beat the crap out of my computer, okay? At least I can afford to get mine fixed.
At least I can talk to him before I go and say, what precautions can I take not to contaminate his computer?
He's not going to be able to tell you anything.
Oh, he is too. He knows a lot about viruses you don't know.
Then why doesn't he have a job in the computer industry?
Because you can't get one that easy. You need a degree. So.
I know a guy that didn't have a degree that had one in there.
So anyway.
You know, you go to work for Cox, they call them on, well, I got this problem. You know, you don't have to have a degree. You have to know something about computers, but you don't have to have a degree. You talk to somebody over the phone,
Well, he
that's
don't know
what it
anything
is.
about computers, so we're, you know,
Hey, wait a minute,
He has one though. That's an important thing. He has a computer that I may be able to use.
I took graduate degrees in, not degrees, computer science, and in the old days, they used to call it, what was it, analysis or something like that. And that's back in the old days, back in the 1970s.
Well, that's been 100 years ago.
It was about 40 years ago. They had
Revolutionized since.
Have changed.
So anyway, that's what I'm sitting here thinking.
Hey, I got a B
about.
plus out of it. That wasn't too bad.
That's what I'm thinking.
And I didn't get an A because I didn't go back and correct the, couple of.
Other than that,
I don't like doing that kind
my
of work.
brother-in-law, my sister told me that my brother-in-law's leg is dying. It's dying. He's going to have it cut off. Thank goodness that your leg isn't dying at the moment.
Which leg are you referring to, my dear?
Oh, one of yours or mine.
My third leg?
Yes.
That one is, we have passed on that a long time ago. I just hope it doesn't drop off or anything nasty like that.
So anyway, that's the latest emergency. My neck is getting better, but
Was that it?
yeah,
I thought you were telling me you're going to have some of my bodily parts removed.
No, I knew that this was going to be traumatic for you. It'll creep up on you. You know, these
you're
computer
You're
horrors.
a pretty creepy person, I'll tell you that. You're the creepiest person I've ever met.
I know him, you know. Paranoia will strike him, and he will be saying, don't.
Listen, I got a great idea. Listen to this. I'll sit down there and you just tell me what buttons to push, okay?
He's uncontaminated.
That's right. I do not have a virus, so therefore, whatever I touch on there, I will not hurt anybody.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's the way I look at it.
Well, anyway, I have a lot to think about, so I'm going to turn this thing off right now because that's all I have on my mind. And
yeah, but you're still going on the computer here.